Good day, everyone. Welcome to our third lesson for our research writing subject. So last time, you have learned that before writing the background of the study of your chapter 1 of your research paper, you must first write the research introduction. And this research introduction consists of 3 moves. Okay? We also said that one way to write the background of your research is through writing the research introduction. However, class, the research introduction just presents the brief background of your study. Okay? It just presents a short background of your study. That is why, class, there is a need for you to outline in detail what is our research background. And that will be the main concern of our new lesson for this day. Okay? So by the end of the lesson, you are expected to write your own background of the study. So the background of the study, class, it actually consists of 5 parts. Okay? And each part has their own respective paragraph. So meaning to say, the background of the study only consists of 5 paragraphs. So let us start with the first paragraph on writing the background of the study. For this discussion, we will be using the study entitled Comparative Study between Catmon and Turmeric Leaf Extracts as Antibacterial Agents Against Common Occurring Bacterial Pathogens. So let us have their background of the study. So this one, let's take a look with this example. Okay, so we have here the first paragraph of the background of the study. Notice, class, the highlighted phrases. Okay, so we have pathogens. Okay, we have cellular pathogens. We have pathogens both occurring to plants and humans. Then we have plant pathogens, human pathogens. Okay, then we have bacteria, bacterial pathogen, and examples of bacterial pathogen. So these examples of bacterial pathogen are used in the study. Okay, so class, what did you observe from these, let's say, highlighted words? Okay, how can you describe the organizational pattern of the topics being discussed in the first paragraph? So these highlighted words, class, are actually topics in our first paragraph. Okay, and they are organized. But the question is, how was it organized? So let us try to analyze. Okay? So in the first paragraph of the background of the study, we discussed the topic starting from pathogens. Then we narrow it down to cellular pathogens. Then we narrow it down to pathogens common to plants and humans. Then after that, we discussed plant pathogens first before discussing human pathogens. And then after that, we highlighted an example of plant and human pathogens known as bacteria. And then we discussed a classification of bacteria known as pathogenic bacteria. And after the discussion of pathogenic bacteria, we enumerated such common occurring pathogenic bacteria, namely Pseudomonas aeruginosa, Staphylococcus aureus, and Escherichia coli. Okay, so with this approach, class, starting from pathogens, narrowing it down to 3 common occurring pathogenic bacteria, can we say that we started from the broadest topic up to the most specific topics? Okay, obviously, class, the answer is yes. So, we narrowed down pathogens, which is a very general topic, to a more specific example of such pathogens. And this approach, where we go from broad to specific, is known as the deductive approach. Okay? So deductive approach, it is a kind of approach wherein we go from a broader or general idea to a more specific idea. Okay? And with this example, we can say that the first paragraph is concerned with the main idea of the study. Okay? And this main idea of the study, is actually pertaining to your research topic. Okay? That is why, class, we first discuss how you can identify your research topic because it will appear or it will be discussed in the first paragraph of your background of the study. Okay? And the first step in writing the background of your study, okay, is to discuss the main idea or the research topic. And it is discussed using the deductive approach, meaning to say from broad to specific. So let us try to discuss the first paragraph even more. Okay? So still, we have the first paragraph. And notice now the highlighted phrases and words. So we have detrimental to both plants and humans, somewhat similar to human pathogens, prevalent to both plants and humans, and can cause a wide array of diseases. Okay, class. So let's try to focus on this one. Pathogens can be detrimental to both plants and humans. Okay. After this sentence, class, okay, after the introduction that pathogens can be detrimental to both plants and humans, it is followed by the discussion of plant pathogens already. Okay? Then, after the discussion of plant pathogens, it is then followed by this signaling sentence again. This is somewhat similar to human pathogens. Okay, so this part, it signals the transition from the discussion of plant pathogens to the discussion of human pathogens. Then after this signaling part, human pathogens is then discussed. Okay? The discussion of human pathogens took place. So are you getting the idea here, class? Are you getting the, let's say, trend on how the ideas are being discussed? Okay. So the question here, class, is that did the ideas from one sentence to another form coherence? Okay, so let's try to rephrase the question. Are the ideas connected to each other? Are they connected to one another? Okay, so the answer is yes. The ideas formed coherence. And when we say coherence, class, coherence is actually a kind of linguistic approach that shows how the ideas of the sentences come together to form a meaningful text. Okay? So meaning to say, class, it shows how the sentences come together so that they can form a unified sense. Okay? Coherence shows how the ideas are connected or related to one another. So in our example here, we connected our ideas to show coherence. But how do we connect such ideas to form coherence? Notice, class, that each sentence, let's say, transitioned from one idea to another. But how do they transition from one idea to another? Okay, so let's take a look, class, with the highlighted words once again. Okay, so these phrases are actually examples of such phrases that connect or glue the ideas together in a, let's say, specific text. And these phrases that glue or connect the ideas together in a text are known as transitional devices or transitional sentences. So with this idea, class, we can formulate our next guideline for you to write the first paragraph of the background of the study. And that is to use transitional devices or sentences so that you can show coherence or connection among the ideas of the text. Okay, so that will be our second guideline. And last but not the least, take a look with the words that are encircled. Okay? Okay, so notice the words that are encircled. Okay, so from here, we can infer that the last guideline in writing the first paragraph of the background of the study is that you should indicate citations that will support or strengthen your ideas indicated in the first paragraph. Okay, so these citations will be composed of authoritative knowledge derived from authors or writers that are said to be reliable or present valid information. And such citations will strengthen your claims in the first paragraph of the background of the study. Okay, so that concludes the steps or guidelines on how to write the first paragraph of the background of the study. So the first one, you must need to discuss your main idea through the use of research topic in a deductive approach. The second one is to use the transitional devices so that you can form coherence among the ideas of your text or the paragraph. And the third one is to indicate citation so that you can strengthen the ideas of your first paragraph.